Okay. Here we go again.
All right.
You drank it.
Wait,
right.
can I still get a chaser?
Do you
in
want
mine?
more?
Oh, no, I haven't done mine
okay.
yet.
All right. We're starting this episode
Okay.
in complete
No, you don't
chaos.
get a chaser.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Classy chaos. Let's go. Let's
so
get after it.
Staying chaotic.
And keeping it classy.
All the things. Okay, so this is fun. You may have noticed a deeper voice present, and we have a guest to introduce to you as soon as I take my shot.
Yeah, do it.
There we go. Hey.
This fruit does not look like it came from Costco.
It didn't. There isn't a Costco nearby, and if there is, I didn't bring my Costco card.
Oh,
What
that
are you
thing never
doing?
leaves my purse.
So here's the thing. I think we can all agree that you get to a certain age, and your weekend guilty pleasure becomes a trip to Costco.
Yeah, I got to move my microphone. I'm really close to the camera again.
I don't like that.
Well,
Oh, she took the shot.
meanwhile, they're reacting this way. You're probably going, yeah. I still enjoy Costco for a good hot dog and a soda for $1.50. Hangover
ma'am.
cure, anybody?
Pizza.
Well, and you just get to peruse the aisles. What fun is that?
peruses the aisles?
I do every time.
Oh, of course. And then you get all of the samples. You go there hungry on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. I got the panko shrimp the other day as a sample, and then I bought the panko shrimp, and then I had it last night for my dinner.
Oh, you actually bought it?
Oh my God, it was so
Wow.
good.
Okay, so if there was any question if their business plan works,
It does.
we
It
know it
does.
does.
It does.
So much so that we brought in our dear friend Mike Schubert.
Hey.
He works here at iHeartRadio with us. And when you pick a brand, you really got to stick to it. Mm-hmm. And Shuby's brand is
Shooby
Costco.
Dooby.
Shooby Dooby,
That's
Shubalicious.
I'm all about it. I live that life.
Yeah.
Costco's not a store. It's a lifestyle.
I get that. I feel you.
He is wearing his Costco hoodie.
I
And
feel that.
if you follow him on social media, which is
Schub93, SCHUBE, and then the number 93. Let's go.
Which is really funny because an old radio station here
Yes.
was Cube 93.
right.
That's why he
Because
did
he
that.
used to like also be in promotions there.
Yeah,
and
no,
never
that's
hired me.
that's like where it all started. That's
Yeah.
the origin.
so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember like when he didn't hire me that first time a long time ago? That's how long Schubert and I have known each other.
Damn.
Damn.
We're not going to talk about that story. It's completely irrelevant to Costco.
That'll be next week's episode.
Just not irrelevant to Nina's heart.
When I'm not here.
No, it's never a
Guy's a
no. It can always be a yes. Move on to the next.
There you go.
But I think that also Shub is a true testament of being able to find a passion and turning it into something really special because he's got more knowledge about Costco than anybody I've ever talked to. We invited him to be on this podcast today because we were having a random conversation in the hallway, and the amount of knowledge that was pouring out of him blew my mind, and it needed to be shared. So I do encourage you to follow him on social because he does sometimes share some of his knowledge. But before we start to really break it down, I got to know the origin story.
Yeah.
When did Costco become your lifestyle?
So here's the thing, like fun fact, there's two things I really like in life that most people don't. One is laundry. I love doing laundry.
Okay.
And here's why. I love it. I love sorting it. I love washing it. I mean, putting it in the washer, putting it in the dryer. I love folding it.
No.
I love delivering it to the rooms. Here's why. Because I've wondered. I'm like, why do I like it so much?
As we start bringing our bags to work.
Yeah,
So-
that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, these are my least favorite things.
For my occupation, it's marketing and advertising.
Right.
And there's very few. It's not very often that there's anything tangible, right?
Okay.
So I found like with laundry, you have a beginning and an end, and it's just so gratifying to see the work you've done.
Okay.
Like, yeah,
right.
it sounds so stupid.
No,
so I
I
love
get that.
laundry.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely
no, I
does.
Like
respect the
mowing the lawn.
psychology.
When I mow the lawn, I stand back and I look at it. I'm like, look at that job I did. Like, that's really cool.
Yeah, this is
Right?
way better than most of Nina's analogies. So you're already winning.
But you know what? Also, you just blew my mind because this guy I hang out with is obsessed with chores, and now I understand why. Because it makes him feel like he accomplished something.
Yes.
Okay, keep
Wow.
going.
Feels so good. So laundry is one. The other is grocery shopping. I love grocery shopping.
I do too.
I do too.
What?
Yeah.
Seriously?
My grandma made it feel like
Oh,
Disneyland when I was
It's
a
my
kid.
favorite.
Yeah.
You get to
Yeah.
find new things,
But yeah.
deals.
I already know what I want.
And one layer you haven't experienced yet is kids. It's your
Yeah.
opportunity sometimes to get away from the family.
Yep.
Like, dude, I need that alone
I
time.
don't have kids either, but that makes sense.
Yeah.
They not come
You're
with
like,
you?
I'm going to go to sometimes. Oh, but when they ask, you're like, no.
Yeah.
You stay here. I got this. Because one, they make you spend way more.
Yeah.
And two, they're taking away from your quiet, private time
Yes.
going up and down every aisle in the grocery store.
Yes. So I love the quiet time. I love the social aspect because
Do you have friends that you see at
all the
Costco?
time. So
Really?
whether it's like friends, neighbors, or befriending the people who work at the store.
Oh, yeah.
Like I get pumped, man, to see my guy at the deli, you know, my people down in the meat section, over in produce, checkout, everywhere in between.
Cute.
Shout out to Barb in the floral department. She's one of my favorites. And then they always play music, and it's just kind of nice. I just
And it's always throwbacks.
yes,
Always throwbacks. Okay, sorry.
yes.
Dude,
And so
what?
I love the whole experience, but again, it has like a beginning, a middle, and an end. Like once you're done. Oh, the other thing that's so satisfying is checking things off the
Oh,
list.
yeah.
I hate
Like
doing
you
that.
are getting shit done.
Yeah, you are.
Like you are there making it happen, and it feels good. So I love doing laundry. I love the shopping, grocery shopping, which like all roads lead to Costco, which is
Yeah.
like the Mecca, the ultimate experience in that space.
I love
So
it.
when did this
Wow.
start for
love
you with like the Costco?
It mainly started like, I want to say right before or around the pandemic. Because at that point, man, you're just looking for anything to get excited about
Yeah.
and to stay sane and to look forward to.
Mm-hmm.
So every week, I like really looked forward to going grocery shopping. Which is sad, but the truth. But no, you get it. Like that was such a weird time in the
Yeah.
world, and so it was something that I looked forward to. And as I did it more and more, as I experienced it, you can experience it in different ways, and I just started to really appreciate it and enjoy it on additional levels. The more I did it.
Oh, that's fun.
How did
Yeah.
you kind of evolve the levels? Because I would imagine like you start doing it, it's like
Yeah.
your normal shopping spree, but then you start to kind of uncover different like gems.
Yeah.
So what was the first gem about it that you think that you discovered that wasn't like your average I shop at Costco knowledge?
Yeah.
Well, can we talk about he's also like TikTok famous. I don't know if y'all two knew that kind of.
Yeah, I did. That's
Oh,
why
okay.
he's here. Oh, you're right. We should probably say that.
I feel like someone
I was
like,
like,
the
yeah.
people listening should know that. Like
Yeah.
he is TikTok famous for Costco. Like he's the Costco guy.
he is
Yeah.
the Costco guy.
Man, which is wild because I'll have people, no joke, on Tuesday, I was at my son's lacrosse game, and one of the dads who I know really, really well, he pulled me aside and he's like, Shoop, he's like, between you and I, like, how much money are you getting from Costco? I'm like, bro, a grand total of nothing. I'm like, I wish I was getting paid, but it's all for the love of the game at this point. We'll
That's
see if the
funny.
money follows.
I feel like the money can't be far behind because
No.
since we sat down, all I've been singing in my head is head to toe from
Costco.
Costco. Over and over and over.
Oh, I don't even know that.
Oh, you
jingle.
gotta
Oh.
watch. Head to toe from head to toe from Costco.
Costco.
You know,
It's the best.
there's one layer deeper that I think that I do want to address because for my loyal people that are not from Seattle, we're in Seattle currently. Costco was born here.
Yes.
So
I didn't know
that's
that.
also
Yeah.
an
Oh, yeah.
important thing to know because it's also like hometown pride to
Yeah.
be so like Kirkland out, Costco, everything. I live in Kirkland currently. Like that's what we're about here. So, okay, that happened.
Yes. So
He's like, where were we?
Yeah, sorry.
So the first, I think you asked like, what was your first?
Like that gem where you
Yeah.
felt like you were starting to become an insider.
I don't know if it's so much an insider, but like, it's weird. My first obsession started with being the first one in line, right? And
Okay.
yeah, so that almost became like a
should not
a
take a sip while
challenge.
he's
Like I
talking.
gotta always be the first one in line. So 99% of the time, I always go on Saturdays. I go to the Issaquah location. Cool fact about the Issaquah location is that it's literally right across the street from the corporate offices. That adds additional kind of layers of coolness and awesomeness to it.
Sexy.
But it all started. But it all started with being the first one. So on Saturdays, the posted time, open time is 9:30, but they always open 15 minutes early. And I don't know if that's a universal thing across all Costco's that they open 15 minutes earlier than the posted time. So it started there. So my mission every day was to be the first one in line right in front of the roll-up metal door. And so because I wanted to be the first so bad, I'd get there so early that I'd just be hanging out with nothing to do.
Like, how early are we talking?
Yeah.
Man, like usually like 8:45.
Okay.
You get there half hour
That's
early
not too bad.
Here's the other thing,
to
too.
go to the grocery store?
Sweetheart, you were in line for Taylor Swift like the day before.
There's parents in line at my daughter's school pickup. School pickup's at 3:30. They get there at 2:30 and wait for an hour. Your kid's coming out at the same time. So 30 minutes for Costco is easy.
Man, this is a whole other episode, but I have an obsession with being places early because I can't come in hot. Like, I gotta be early. I would rather get somewhere 4 hours early and just chill versus getting somewhere 4 minutes late and be stressed coming in hot.
I get that, but not 4 hours. But yeah.
I think for his personality, though, this level of self-awareness is so key because Shub is that nice of a person.
Mm-hmm.
He does come in that hot. So he knows he's got to simmer a little bit before he starts to engage. So that's genius.
That's true. That's true. So, yeah, no, and I kind of analyze myself all the time. So anyway, but yeah, that's very true. That's accurate. So I would get there so early that I'd hang out. I play a lot of Pokemon Go, so I'd hang out, play Pokemon, whatever,
Just walking around the parking lot trying to catch Pokemon.
Yeah, like how can I take this loser lifestyle to the next level? Oh, I know. Let's add on catching Pokemon as you're the only guy at Costco waiting for it to
That
open.
tracks.
I do enjoy Pokemon Go, though.
I've never played.
Come on.
Never played.
So I would get there so early that... Oh, so I'd get there early, and then people would come, right? People would start rolling in early, too. And so before the doors open, I have a chance to talk to the other folks in line, which I love doing, right?
No.
Yeah, I do. But what's fun is because it is in Issaquah, and there's so many people who work at Costco corporate that a lot of the folks who work there are the ones who come early. And so I get really cool inside stories. Nothing scandalous, just kind of really fun facts that the average person wouldn't know about. And so in learning those, I would apply them to what I'd seek out in as far as my overall Costco experience.
Wait, can you tell us any of those?
No, that's his insider info. You gotta tune into social media channels.
Yeah, well, here's one that I found out a couple weeks ago that I didn't know. Although I have to take a step back for context. So this is actually one of my favorite stories is I would get there so early and I'd be the first one there, right?
Okay.
Here's the other thing too that's key. Let me touch on this. Getting there early gets you the best parking spot.
That's true.
And I put way more value on being close to a cart return than the entrance.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
I actually agree with that.
That is the sole purpose of that. Like, why? Yes.
I like
Yes.
that.
If you're close to the entrance, now you got to walk the damn cart back to the entrance because
Yes.
you look like a dick if you don't.
Yeah.
And it's high traffic area.
Yeah.
You don't want, being close is not the best.
No.
Yeah, I would rather walk a further distance from where I park to the entrance to be right next to a cart return and the exit.
Yeah.
Easy in and out driving
yeah,
wise. So
smart.
I'd get there early and, I'd head straight to the front door because I want to be the first in line. But I noticed that there's these like random groups of people who were there before me or like right at the same time who aren't going to the front door. They're just kind of hanging out in scattered parts of the parking lot, like a pod of 3 people here, a pod of 4 people here.
Are they also playing Pokemon Go?
That's what I was wondering.
Great question. So the other little head scratcher is that they're there early, they're in random parts of the parking lot, and they're all on their phones. So I'm like, what the heck is going on? Because I do play Pokemon, and so I'm like, they're not playing Pokemon because there's nothing special that would bring them here at this time for that. So I walked up to one group one day because the curiosity was
you got to
killing
know.
me.
You're like a cat.
Yeah, good or bad. And so I walk up and I ask one of the guys in the group, I say, what are you guys, just out of curiosity, what are you guys doing, right? And he goes, oh, we're playing Pokemon. And I'm like, no, no, you're not playing Pokemon. I'm like, seriously, what are you doing? And he said Instacart. They're
yeah.
Instacart shoppers. So they get there early and they're constantly on their phone swiping to refresh the screen to get the orders that are coming in.
Oh.
Yeah.
But can't you only get like one order at a time, or can you do multiple? Like,
Well, that's
they
a good
just-
question. I don't know, but they're battling against the other Instacart shoppers in the parking lot. And what's even more interesting, and I'm just speaking for the Issaquah location, is that at this point, the gangs or Instacart groups are divided by race and ethnicity, which is wild, right? We got wicked turf wars. So you got the Russian Instacart shoppers,
Oh my God.
the Asian Instacart shoppers, Hispanic, like every ethnicity or race you could think of, and they hate each other.
Wow.
Bad blood. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
So I'll hang out with the Russian crew. You know, they befriended me pretty early on. I'm friendly with all the Instacart shoppers.
Say, whoa, what's wrong with the Hispanic crew?
Oh, bro, they talk so much
Well, and
smack.
Shoop
Yeah.
is Asian, so
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he does.
I am
But he didn't
part
want
Asian.
to. He's like, I gotta go outside of my people.
Yeah.
But I'm open to all.
yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
I'm a man
Equal
of the
opportunity.
people.
You are
right?
a man. You
People.
are a man of the people.
Yeah.
So why is that significant to what I learned here recently? Okay, so
I forgot about that.
yeah. So a couple weeks ago, I'm standing in a line. I'm there early. There's a guy right next to me, so we start chatting. Come to find out that his job at Costco corporate is more or less customer experiences. Pretty cool, right? Like
Yeah.
it's his job to make sure that customers have a great experience, specifically the younger generation, right? Because they recognize that like their OG members are getting older, and to attract a younger younger crowd, they need to be more tech focused. So one is the online shopping experience, but two is the in-store experience from a digital perspective. So
Interesting.
we were chatting about the Instacart shoppers, and he's like, yeah, they used to hang out right in front of the store, but now we kick them out, so they have to hang out in the parking lot. And I'm like, oh, is that because they were just getting in the way, like, of people coming and going? And he's like, no. And he's like, it's because they were using our Wi-Fi.
Oh.
And I'm like, what? So here comes the fun fact. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, every Costco now has free member Wi-Fi.
Wow.
I'm like, what? I'm like, bro, I never knew this. He's like, yeah, because that's part of the experience, is that everyone wants to be on their phones now for whatever reason.
True.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But he said a lot of it is sharing. Well, one could be comparing. Like, you see something at Costco, let me compare it to,
Other things.
But the other is like, you're there and you hit up your friend and you're like, yo, what do you think of these hoodies? Do you want one? Put them on
Yeah.
FaceTime, so on and so forth. And so he's like, yeah, so now every Costco has free member Wi-Fi.
What?
So no matter where you're at in the store, no matter why you need to connect, you're going to have a great experience. And I'm like, I never knew that.
Could
Oh
you
my
imagine
gosh.
doing your homework, like if you were in school at Costco, the food court?
That would be
That'd be
so
fun.
fun. Or like you find one of those like extra comfy chairs that are on display and you just like kind of hide out.
Dude, that'd be rad.
I think so too.
Because like the same way you see people casually using Starbucks,
Yeah.
like what
Yeah.
if that transitioned to Costco,
They should
right?
They
put
make-
like a coffee shop in there too.
Yeah.
Well, they have their little cafe.
Yeah,
quote
but
unquote.
it's like, I mean, it's good, but
it
but
has to
it's
stay
like-
on brand
You
though.
can
Like,
add-
let's be honest. Like Costco is not going to be like a delicatessen.
no,
But
but you
Costco
could
coffee.
do different things than picnic tables to encourage people
I see what you're
to
saying.
like hang out
Oh,
if
that's
you wanted to.
Yeah.
If you wanted to do something like that, because picnic tables aren't exactly conducive to like I'm going to sit here and chill for a while.
But you
but
almost
they also
wonder
might
if
not
that's
want-
the reason why.
Yeah, they might because I mean the food's
Yeah.
cheap and quick, and they want people in and out.
But that is kind of what it's all about too, is get in and get out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you
But
ever-
imagine if like your parents are shopping and you could like take some schoolwork or like some whatever, and you go to the little cafe, you get a coffee, you relax. Parent comes back, okay, we're leaving, let's go. But
Yeah,
that
yeah.
defeats the purpose of getting it out.
Yeah.
Well, then you still have your piece. Look at these two different perspectives: Costco King and our child.
I mean, I have a really important question.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Did you know about the cookies prior to the cookies coming out with your insider
Wait,
information?
Cookies.
What cookies?
I mean, She says they look at your social media. I don't know that they do.
I mean, I do when it pops
So-
up.
And yeah.
At the food court, they have a number of different items you can get. One, I would say a staple for a long time has been a churro.
Yeah. I know that.
They have since replaced the churro
What?
with a freshly baked chocolate chip cookie, which is off the charts.
I
It's
want my
really, really
churro
good.
back.
The
Okay.
cookie looks pretty damn good.
Well,
Bro.
Victoria is representing because she is Mexican and wants everybody to know that the churro needs to be there.
I mean, the churro is delicious.
I want the churro. I used to
churro's
get the
delicious,
churro.
What about a
too.
churro
Yes.
cookie?
But so did you have insider info prior to the cookie release?
No, like everyone else, I saw it on social.
Yeah.
Saw it on TikTok.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I did. Right, that's where we get all our information, all our news. So no, that's where I saw it there. Yeah.
Okay. And then on Shub's social media, he went to test because there was like all this viral stuff. People were like,
Yeah.
oh, if you go get the soft serve and the 2 cookies and you make the best ice cream
I
sandwich.
did see this actually.
And then what did you try?
So I'm like, man, that's a pretty cool kind of what do they call it?
Combination?
Yeah, combination. So I'm like, okay, well, what else could we do? So we did the cookie dog. So I bought
That's
a hot
disgusting.
dog
The
and a
cookie
cookie,
dog?
and instead of the traditional bun, we put the hot dog in the cookie for like a cookie bun.
Shoo.
And it was as disgusting as you think it was. It was disgusting. It was gross. But it was just more for fun than anything.
funny.
But yeah, it was
Anything for
disgusting.
Costco.
It was funny.
It was horrible.
The look on your face was amazing. You were like,
Oh.
yeah, that's actually the grossest thing ever.
But you know, at that
it was.
point, that's how you know he's legit because he's willing to try whatever it takes
Yes.
to make this Costco point. But now I do.
So hold on, let me stop you real quick because I wish I had more. I wish I had a whole crew with me sometimes. Because one of the things that was even funnier than me doing it was how I filmed it. Because it's just me, and so I
Yeah.
don't have a tripod. I don't have anything. So I'm at the food court, and so I stack up my cases of LaCroix.
Oh my God, your wife
And then,
is
like,
so
my
proud.
ranch.
Yeah.
Pieces of LaCroix.
And I prop my phone against this like makeshift thing.
Mound of
Yeah.
Costco groceries.
So I think more than anything, one, people are like, what is that dude
That's
do?
funny.
Like, what a, like,
And you're wearing your Costco sweatshirt.
yes.
Yeah, you need people to film the reaction of other people.
Yes.
Times like that.
I just want to see the reaction of his family. So he has a son that is his mini,
Yes.
and then he's got a whole family. But the one
Yes.
that's his mini, I've met, and he's in his is he in his 20s?
19
Senior.
now.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I could just imagine him rolling up and be like, "Dad, what are you doing?"
I'm
I
going
can
to
imagine him being like, Dad, let me film it next time.
No. It's like, it's just a silent head shake. Of,
That is so funny.
yeah.
You're like, don't worry, son. It's only a matter of time before this is you.
But it makes you so happy. So I don't think anybody can really shit on it.
No, but it's like one of those things. I joke with my kids. I'm like, I get it. Because, like, if Michael Jordan was your dad, you wouldn't think much of him. It's like, because that's all you know.
Did you just compare yourself?
I did.
Are you
And
the
so-
Michael Jordan of Costco?
I mean, if the shoe fits, listen,
If
I'm
the
not going to
shoe
argue.
fits.
So they're around greatness so often that I can understand why they don't appreciate it
Yeah.
like someone else would.
Totally. I follow that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get that now.
So
Jordan.
what's the play then, Michael of Costco? What's the play when you're the
You gotta
first
go
one
MJ
there?
of Costco.
Okay,
Yeah.
MJ of Costco.
Wow.
You're the first one there. You roll in.
Yep.
What is the play? What section do you go to first? How do you make sure that you get the best toilet paper, the best steak, the best coffee
Yep.
beans?
Yep. No, those are all good questions. So I feel like really there's two ways to experience Costco, right? There's one where you're there, no nonsense. Like you're there on a mission to get what's on the list, and that's it. The other is treasure hunting. Like you're there
I love
to
that.
check things out. And that's actually an official term that Costco uses
Wow.
is that it's not shopping, it's treasure hunting. And so they'll intentionally move items around.
I've
So-
noticed.
Yeah.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
So if you ever go there and you're like, well, that's weird. The cereal has always been on this aisle. Where is it now? They intentionally move things around so that you see or experience
What
new
the
things
hell?
you haven't before.
That's kind of genius and
Yeah.
messed up at the same time.
Yeah.
Because I noticed, but I didn't know it was intentional.
Oh, yeah. 100%. And it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
not only for the experience, but they want you to buy more stuff. I mean, it's a company. So
Yeah.
you'll probably see things you've just never seen before and be like, oh, that's pretty cool. So 9 times out of 10, I'm there, no nonsense. Focus, game time. Like, let's get after it. I got my list. I'm not deviating from it. So then at that point, it becomes like a personal, like, I'm trying to beat my time.
Yeah,
Like, how fast can I do?
Yeah, because you know where everything is.
Like, I don't realize what a big loser I am until I vocally, like, tell people about my life. And I'm like, wow, I'm a sad
No.
man.
I'm going to
So
stop you.
fun.
I'm going to stop you right there because they say you need to romanticize your life.
Yes.
So whatever your life
Okay.
looks like, you need to romanticize it. So if you are taking advantage
Okay.
of something as basic as a trip to Costco, which is not basic in your world, then do that. This is your
Man.
story.
Nina,
And
I
it
love
makes
you,
you
man.
happy.
You make me
With
feel
your
good
whole
about
heart.
myself.
I mean, I love that this is your passion.
Yeah.
Truly.
And this is a judgment-free zone. You should hear some of the shit we say about ourselves.
Facts.
we do judge, but it's silent. I'm
Yeah.
just kidding.
So I get there and focused all business. And I will say, because I'll talk to people and they'll be like, I hate Costco. And I'm like, well, why do you hate Costco? And they're like, it's always crowded. It's blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
that's because you're going at the wrong time, right? I'm like, when you're the first one there, you're there with like
VIP.
the pros.
Yeah.
the
The
pros.
pros. All right? The Instacart shoppers, Russians, Asians, but even beyond that, right? You're there with the pros, the people who are there to not just shop, but they know how to shop.
Yeah.
When you go later in the day, and there's nothing wrong with that, you have more of the treasure hunters. I call them flight of the bumblebees. Like, because with a bee, you never know what direction it's going to go. That's those shoppers. And it's like they're
Yeah.
looking for seashells. And it's like, so they're going super slow. They're stopping in the middle of the aisle.
Oh, I
like,
hate
they're-
them.
and it's like, oh, let me turn my cart this way. So I block the whole, it's like, so if that's the only time you go, obviously you're going to have a different experience. And I tell them, if you want a better experience, that's different than that, go early. Be the first one there.
But I thought the early ones are when people normally go, like early Sunday morning or early
Yeah.
Saturday morning. Like that's usually when a lot of people go. I
If you
thought.
go at 10,
Yeah.
When's it open?
that's when people think it opens.
Well, he's there at
a lot.
8:45.
Oh, that's so true.
So yeah, Issaquah
Yeah.
Saturdays
Didn't think about that.
9:30, Sunday it's 10 a.m. But it's usually always 15 minutes early. But even then, like, you're still gonna have that experience. It's gonna be probably an hour or two after they open that all
Okay.
kind of the casual folks start coming in.
I have a couple questions
Yeah.
Okay.
in regards to like really knowing things.
Yeah.
You know how like some grocery stores will have like their discounted baked goods
Yep.
and things like that? Does Costco have any hacks where they have like
Ooh.
special discounts on certain
Oh, I've never
items
seen
that
that.
we're not necessarily aware of? Because you go there for the bulk items, the frozen stuff, whatever, but
Yeah.
they can't be not doing deals somehow.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, I mean, that honestly, so there's like 4 main reasons I like Costco. Because I was thinking about this. I'm like, why do I like Costco? Number one is the prices, the value, right? You're just
Yeah.
going to get more for your money. And we all know, man, in 2024, man, everything
Yeah.
is so expensive.
It's
100%.
outrageous. I would
Man.
I get these Nature Valley like almond
Bars?
butter little sandwich bars for breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
They're $10 at Safeway right now for 10 of them. I got them at Costco the other day, 30 pack for $15.
What?
So 50 cents each day for breakfast. That feeds me for a month.
Yeah.
Wow.
It is
Except for
worth
today because I
it.
ate 2 because I was starving.
Well,
That's fair.
I feel you,
No
girl.
judgment
Yeah,
zone, right?
no, but judge. But that's all right. I ate 1 at 5 and 1 at 9, so it's not like I ate them back to back.
So to your question, Nina, I mean, even if you don't know you're getting a deal,
It feels like it.
you're getting a deal.
Yeah.
Just by being in there, you're already getting a deal because and they've said this, that they will never mark up anything more than 10. I believe it's either 10 to 15% over cost.
Yeah, I think
That's
you
it,
told me this.
right?
This was kind of
Because their
mind blowing.
business model is really membership based, right?
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
where they make the majority of their revenue. You know, they do make some money, obviously, off of the sale of products, but not to the point where they're marking stuff up, right? So one, you being in there, you just know you're already gonna get a good deal, and then you can look above where things are located, and they'll tell you if they're on sale based on some sort of incentive or a rebate. And so look for those things, because like I'll go to buy coffee beans. We grind our coffee, and I won't buy the Starbucks beans unless they're on sale, right? So you just gotta look for it.
Yeah, and you find like you have your taste. The other question is there a day that's better for stuff? Like, do they on Saturdays they put out new lemons? Or, Tuesday, don't ever go on Tuesday. It's like when you go to the strip club, don't go on Tuesday.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's when the ugly ones are out.
Right. Listen, that wasn't what I said. That's what somebody told me once.
I just was guessing.
But you're correct.
What? That's so...
Yeah, it's true. So.
No, that's a great question. And to be honest, I don't know because to a fault, I go on the same day every week.
Sure.
And so.
Do you know anything? Okay, because a lot of people will go to Costco and they're like, I'm going to have my lunch at Costco.
Yeah.
I'm going sampling, hunting.
Oh,
and so
good
are
question.
there better times for samples, do you know? I know, again, you go at the same time, but like, what's your sampling experience?
So I'll be
question.
honest, I'm not there to sample. I don't partake.
What?
No, I know.
That
Because
one
again,
hurt.
when I'm there,
Yeah, business.
focus. Like, I don't have time for samples.
Business time.
I gotta beat my time for last week.
Oh my gosh.
Samples will only slow me down.
Okay, so then how often are you discovering new things
funny.
then? If you've got a time and you've got a mission, then you're not really doing any treasure hunting.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
Oh.
So how I will discover things is
When they switch
TikTok,
the
social media.
I
So
was like, when they switch the aisles.
So prior to even going there, I'll see things that other people have posted, and I'm like,
Oh.
oh, okay. When
Okay.
I'm there, I'll have to make sure I get that.
You do your pre-search.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing with samples that are just funny to me is just human behavior. And not even kids, but more the adults.
Yeah.
How they lose their fucking minds over a Dixie cup of whatever the sample is.
It's
like,
free shit.
dude,
Free
have
shit.
you not eaten in like 3 weeks? It is like stuff we know you've had before. It's a tortilla chip. But because it's in the form of a sample, people lose their goddamn minds. I'm like, settle down. So anyway, that's always very funny to me.
So
But
accurate.
if it brings them joy, it's cool, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, I have one more question.
Sure, shoot.
Okay, so one thing I've noticed, because I don't always go to the same Costco,
Yeah.
because the same Costco or different Costcos don't always have the same shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Yep.
So if you want one thing, like one thing that's really random that I've noticed, one Costco I go to has frozen broccoli. One has frozen green beans, but they don't have both.
Oh.
So how do
Wait,
you
why?
get around this?
I guess honestly, you kind of you know what you know. And
Yeah.
so since I only go to the Issaquah one primarily,
You
I
just
guess-
don't know that they don't have stuff.
Totally.
Okay.
Now
Wait.
I know where it differs most significantly is regionally. So from like
Yeah.
if you go to the ones in Washington, they're gonna have within their wine selection, it's gonna be a lot more Washington
Sure.
wine versus if you're in
Texas.
right.
Very different.
Yeah, and just based on lifestyles, right? Whatever the like if you're somewhere where it snows a lot, they're gonna have more snow shovels and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And so but just here locally, yeah, I guess I don't know what I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
Is there anything that you would not buy from there?
Ooh.
Like, that your jam is not really going to be.
Oh,
Okay.
everything.
Okay. So on that note, have you ever
Oh,
ever used them for any of their services like flooring,
Oh,
painting,
good. I forgot they do that.
buddy.
cars?
I forgot
I
about
was
that.
gonna interrupt and be like, actually,
Okay.
yes. Because and here's the thing. So and the majority of it is displayed as you're exiting.
Yes.
Right? They
Yeah,
have the
yeah.
blinds, the air conditioner guy, garage door. Right? And so at that point, too, I just don't think you're paying attention. But Ashley, you bring up a really, really good point. And I encourage everyone, no matter what it is that you need done, start with Costco first. Right?
Really?
Oh,
They
Yeah.
are
Yes.
not paying him.
No.
They are not paying
That's
him.
wild.
This is true enthusiasm.
so we had all the carpets in our house replaced, right?
Yeah.
Through Costco?
Through Costco.
Why?
Here's what's
In the best
great.
way. That's how
No,
I
let me
but-
tell you. So here's what's great. 2 things. One, They are so strict on not only vetting the products that they carry, but the partners who they work with. Because at that point, those partners are an extension of their name and brand.
Yeah.
So in this case, carpets, whoever they're working with is going to do a fucking awesome job because they're not going to risk losing their business partnership with Costco.
Right.
That's a great point.
So you got that going. 2, I guess there's 3 things. 2, Costco's return policy extends to everything. So if they install carpets and you don't like them,
you can return it?
Return that shit.
Yeah.
Really?
I have a good engagement ring story about that.
Yeah.
Not me personally.
Oh,
but,
I was like, wait, what?
Oh, they have some
and
really
then
pretty
3,
rings.
you earn cash back.
I think
So
I'd feel
think to
weird if
do-
somebody got my engagement ring.
You wouldn't know where it came from.
Yes, I would.
Exactly.
And
They
their
could easily
jewelry is
say-
super high quality.
I was gonna
by
say
the
it's
way. But you
super
can
fancy,
return it.
nice
Yeah.
shit. Like,
okay.
Yeah. So we had our carpets
I gotta
done.
think
I
that
want to
through.
say it was like $6,000 total.
Uh-huh.
We then got a rebate check back for $2,000. So we got so
Wait,
one.
what's a rebate check?
like they
Like
send
cash
you money
back.
back after you buy it.
They want you
Why?
to be happy.
Yeah, so they have two kinds of rebates. There's an instant rebate where it's like just a sale, right? And then
Okay.
there's a rebate where like you can mail it in or send in, hey, I purchased this, and then the company sends you money afterwards to thank you for your purchase.
and
which
you
is
can do
great
whatever you want?
Because a lot of people are lazy and don't do that.
Yeah.
So then
They
that's
know
how they
that.
make the money.
Oh, wow.
They know
that's
that,
funny.
yeah.
Real
Or
quick,
they'll forget
even-
and it expires.
Even car insurance, right? So for the longest time, we did car insurance through a certain company. I'm like, you know what? Let me just see what Costco has to offer. They have a partnership with American Family Insurance. It's a division called Connect. I
American
swear to God, I'm
Family
not paid.
Insurance.
I was paying with the old company $3,000 every 6 months. So $500 a month,
God.
right? Costco, half. $1,500 every 6
Do you
months.
get the same coverage?
Better.
What?
Yes.
Wow.
I never thought about them for car insurance. You can do tires there.
I didn't do
car,
that anymore.
car repair, batteries.
I forget
Do you know
about
that
all that.
Issaquah Costco does the highest volume? Their auto department does the highest volume of business of any Costco in the country.
Really?
Wow.
Wait, do you live in Issaquah or do you literally travel
In
30
Issaquah.
minutes to go?
Like
Okay.
literally 5 minutes away. They
He's also Mr.
Yeah.
Issaquah.
Yeah.
So I would just encourage you, like, whatever it is, even if you're like, man, there's no way
so funny.
Costco could help with this, at least inquire, start there, because the odds are they probably can.
I wanted to get my eye exam there, but it said eye exams were $100. Are they more expensive other places? Do they want to know?
I don't
That
know.
I don't-
I've never done an eye, but I used
I
to get my
have
glasses
20,
there. I
20
did eye
vision.
exam at the doctor.
I
I've
heard
never done an eye exam
Glasses
at Costco.
are nice to
done-
get at Costco.
Yeah,
I've
and
done
contacts.
passport pictures there
Mm-hmm.
and like photos and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
Like literally, they had like it was like a sign above their glasses area, and there was like eye exam only $100, and I'm like, only? I mean, I wonder if that's like no insurance or anything.
Yeah, maybe.
So
Yeah.
then
I don't
if
know.
they add insurance, I don't know.
Can I
That's
ask-
a good question.
Can I ask one more question?
Yeah,
can ask all the
absolutely.
questions.
What is the most random thing you have ever bought at
Great
Costco?
question.
Oh.
That's fun.
Oh.
Where you're like walking down the aisle and you're like, I know you're there for business, but
Yeah,
you
yeah.
said only 99% of the time.
Right.
Yeah.
So like you were walking down and you're like, done. Gotta get it.
Oh, man, that's a good question.
That's a fun question.
Oh, let me think.
Because I always get thrown like when you walk down like the canned goods section and then like you're like, ooh, hearts of palm. Ooh,
I love hearts
look
of
at
palm.
these pickles and then these littler pickles and then
Yeah.
ooh, olives. And then I kind of start to spiral at that
I
point.
don't like
Yeah.
pickles.
I mean, there's a lot of one of the other great things about Costco, I'll give you more time to think about
Yeah.
it, is that you can buy gift cards to local restaurants and things.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
you
yeah.
save money
On
because
the
like
gift
you spend
cards.
$200 or you buy $200 worth of gift cards for $150.
Yes.
I did not know
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
$200 worth of
Yeah,
gift
so you
cards.
buy like
Did not
let's say
know
you
that.
want to go to El Gaucho. So you buy
Okay.
$200 worth of gift cards.
Local
but
steakhouse.
Costco charges you $150 for them.
Wait, seriously? I didn't know you could do that.
Yes.
that. Didn't
Huh.
either.
Have you tried their trips? My
No,
roommate went
I
on a
have not.
trip through Costco and spent like maybe $1,000, but they went to Hawaii and like stayed at this nice
I mean,
place.
that's
and-
a steal for Hawaii.
Yeah.
They also sell some
flights.
I would think like if the most random thing that I bought there is like really nice booze. They have some very high end
Oh.
Yeah.
like for gifts. You can buy some really nice
Oh.
brands of booze that you might not see in a lot of other places. They'll have them in like their glass case.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Which
fun.
are great for gifts because then the people who receive them are like, wow, they spent a lot on me.
Uh-uh.
I I didn't know they actually had a liquor section though. The last time I went.
What?
The last time I went, I found out they had a liquor section,
Oh,
and I was
yes.
like,
God,
what?
that's like half the
Well,
reason
that's
to
'cause
go.
in Texas
Well,
they
like,
don't have
they don't
liquor
have-
in grocery
Oh,
stores.
like we used to not.
That's true. 'Cause
Remember,
I was like, very
Washington didn't
surprised.
have that until
I don't remember that.
really. Wasn't it like what 10 years ago that we got rid of
But
state-run
that's
liquor
true.
stores?
Oh, I didn't live here, so I don't remember that.
Yeah.
That's,
It might have been longer
makes
than
more
no, it was
sense.
longer than that, but it wasn't that long ago.
Victoria, that actually brings up a really good point about Kirkland brand stuff. So,
A lot of things are Kirkland brand here. I've
Good point.
noticed.
but it's all white labeled.
What do you
So
mean?
like Kirkland,
It's like
and
private
this has
label.
changed, but like Kirkland, if you buy Kirkland vodka,
Yeah.
right, it's bottled by Grey Goose. So what Costco does is they negotiate these deals with their partners, right, where they say, okay, we'll do this amount of business with you for Grey Goose, but you're gonna white label our Kirkland brand vodka. Do X, Y, and Z. Yeah.
So does that mean that it's actually Grey Goose vodka?
Yes.
Okay, because that has been something I've heard
Oh,
forever, but I've
what?
never been able to confirm.
But
my
I
gosh,
will
I
say,
have to
I
tell my
think
dad
the
that.
vodka specifically
Crazy.
has changed. I don't
Yeah.
think the vodka anymore is Grey Goose, but Starbucks is the one who creates the Kirkland beans. In
That's
the
what we
Kirkland
get.
Coffee.
What?
Yeah.
That's what we get.
Yeah.
And the Kirkland batteries, I believe, are actually Duracell.
Yes.
What?
Yeah,
for your
Duracell
car?
no, like if you buy actual batteries, it's either Energizer or Duracell,
Yep.
one of those. It's
That's
just in a
crazy.
Kirkland package.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
I mean, see all the things that you can learn. If all you just got to do is open the door.
Just gotta follow Shub on social media.
Yeah.
Now, I will
literally.
say, though, that's actually a good thing to just talk about in general because that isn't unique to Costco. The level of the partner is, but like if you go to QFC, right?
Yeah.
Instead of buying Robitussin, just buy Kroger Tussin because there's a 99% chance it's produced and bottled by the makers of Robitussin, but Kroger negotiates these massive deals.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and so
Well, because that puts them in so many more positions to be bought. So
And they're-
everybody
yeah.
wins.
Yeah.
There are so many people though who see like I'm a Safeway shopper, right? So you see Signature, and they're like, I'm not getting the Safeway Signature brand. It's like, bro, that's the exact same thing.
yeah.
And you almost want to like take them both, do a blind taste test, and then be like, okay, tell me which one's better.
We actually should do that. And I
That
just
would
think
be-
it's funny. This is
That'd
a
be fun.
very snobby area.
Let's do that. I think that would be really fun.
Like in Chicago,
need
everybody
to-
love to deal.
We need to have Shub
Respect.
back, and we're gonna do like grocery store brands
Yes.
versus the actual brand.
And
That would
Costco.
actually
See
be
if
really
you-
Costco,
fun.
yeah.
See if you can
That'd be
name
really
it.
fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
We'll absolutely do that.
I
So
think
my
it's fun.
most random purchase was a money tree.
A what?
Okay.
I have a money tree. I've had it for like 5, 6,
What's a
7,
money
8
tree?
years. It's the greatest thing ever. You can keep
Nina,
them
do you want
alive.
to describe what it is?
A money tree
Yeah.
is a plant,
Yeah.
Okay.
but it's called a money tree,
You
and it's
can't
supposed
grow
to like
money.
symbolize bringing wealth and fortune into your home. And so, if you believe in those types of things, what culture is it?
So they're usually always carried in Costco around the Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And so I was there one time and I'm like, what are these? Right? And I'm like, this is just something I've never seen before. Oh, sorry. And I was like, oh, these are interesting. So I researched them because I was going to buy one for myself. But then you learn online, that's the worst thing you can do. Like, you
Right.
don't buy yourself
It's
a
a
money
gift.
tree.
Oh.
You buy it to give to someone.
Oh.
And so.
Does it look like a plant or does it?
No, it's a plant. It's a plant.
yeah.
Okay.
Is
Yeah.
it the one that has like white? Does it have like little almost
I'm
silver
going to
dollar-ish looking?
show
leaf-
you a
We're gonna
picture
look
of
at a
it because
picture.
mine is doing so well. Side note, I'm just going to tell you, when I moved into my condo, my first home that I bought in Chicago,
Oh, that's cute.
my friend Daisy bought me a money plant, and that had to
Aw.
have been at least like 4 years ago. And she bought me this plant, and it's moved with me from Chicago back here, and it kind of died for a minute, but now it is flourishing.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Can I just say that as I pictured that when you were
That's
saying it
cute.
moved with you, for some reason, the idea that you would have driven while you were moving was lost on me. And I was just picturing Nina sitting in like the middle seat of an airplane holding her money
I
plant as she
shipped it.
moves.
I shipped it in a box.
You did?
And it stayed alive.
Wow.
And wait, what?
That
Yeah.
is dedication.
But
that
but
plant's
what a
really
beautiful
hanging
thing to
on.
buy there.
Yeah, so funny story on my daughter's basketball team. I was talking to one of the dads who is Asian around the Chinese New Year, and I wished him a happy New Year, this and that. And he's like, "Thank you." And then I asked him about money trees, and he's like, "What's a money tree?"
You're like,
and I'm like,
damn
"Wait,
it.
is this something someone made up?"
Shit.
But then I described it. He's like, "Oh, that does sound familiar." And I don't know if he was just being nice at that point.
Probably.
But whatever. Yeah.
But you're right. It is something that somebody is supposed to gift to you
Yes.
to bring wealth and
Yes.
fortune into your home. So it is in my
Somebody
office
needs to gift me one of
with
those.
my T-Bazi.
to
I'll
say.
get you one.
Okay.
I love that.
And then I'll get Victoria one, and then we'll all get Shub one.
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect. As our thank you. Before we let you go, Shub, I'm going to put you in the hot seat
Yeah.
with one very last
Yeah.
question.
Of course.
You get to go into Costco one more time.
Yeah.
You get to grab one item.
Oh gosh, only one more time.
Only one more time and only one item.
Yeah.
What are you taking home?
Oh, that is.
It's hard, huh?
That's a really good question. Wow.
I know what I'm getting.
You do?
Yeah, rosé prosecco.
Okay.
$6.99.
Nice buy.
Yeah.
that for you.
I'm gonna get a bottle of the Kirkland whiskey. That's my go-to.
Wow. Okay.
Take it home, raise a glass, and just toast all the great times and amazing memories that I've had at Costco. Pour a little out. Pour a little out
Ugh.
for my wholesale homie.
Oh my
Never forget
gosh.
you. And I'm not even joking.
Oh my God! If you're not sponsored by Costco at the end of this, I don't know what's wrong.
No, seriously, you could easily be sponsored by them, and you could be doing like videos for them. That's how much like I
Yeah.
feel like you are the Costco
Listen,
person.
all we got to do is show up and pitch him. We're going to be the agents, and we get 10%
Done.
of
Yes.
Shub's profit.
I'll take just a lifetime membership at Costco, and that I don't have to pay for
I
anymore.
want
that'd be
10%
nice.
of your profits on TikTok.
So
Okay,
can I-
yeah, actually, no, I do want that. Then I don't care that I'm paying for a lifetime membership.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
So good. Thankfully, that's not going to happen to you. You can still go and have all of your fun.
Yay!
And thank you so much for sharing it with us.
Thank you for having me. Dude, this is awesome.
Thanks,
way
Shub.
too
Don't
fun.
forget to take some fruit on your way out.
Yeah, because we
Yeah,
got that for
no,
you.
thank you.
But this is how we end it, Shub, because you got to stay chaotic.
But keep it classy.
Boom.
Yeah.
You caught Victoria in the middle of a drink.
Yeah. Sorry.